So Friday afternoon, we received a report of a missing 17-year-old juvenile from 152 Ziegler Road in New Swickley Township. We began our investigation at that point. We received some information as the investigation continued that she could possibly be in Ohio, but she could also possibly be in the woods here in New Swickley. So we kind of divided our attention at that point and began a ground search here in New Swickley with all of the search and rescue resources that we used, as well as our fire department and unmanned response drone teams and Pennsylvania State Police helicopter. That continued into Saturday morning and concluded around 5:30 Saturday evening. During that time, we also had an investigation going on in Ohio, trying to determine what was going on, who the players were in this, and who was involved in it. Through the course of the day in Ohio on Saturday, we started gathering more information, and we received some tips about where Isabella may be. The authorities in Ohio began checking those residences, and eventually they were able to find her in one of the apartments about 11 o'clock Saturday evening, or Saturday night.
Do you have any, oh, sorry, you go ahead.
Okay, are you able to elaborate on, because you mentioned initially the missing persons report, then hearing she might have been in Ohio, the correspondence, how were you able to figure out she was in Ohio? Was there messages found, family tips?
So there were no messages. She left her phone at home. The phone itself was thoroughly cleansed of any prior contact. We received information from a neighbor that she'd stopped at his house about 11 o'clock Friday morning and made a phone call. That phone call led us to individuals in Ohio, and that was honestly the only lead we had to go on of where she could be, other than the fact that individuals were telling us that they saw her in the area, in a wooded area too. So at this point, we believe that she had left home after being instructed to do so, and was hiding in the area waiting for these individuals to pick her up, which they did. Once we had a vehicle description, we were able to follow through with some LPR camera pictures and surveillance pictures from the area, as well as businesses, and we're actually able to track their location of where they came in and how they went back. So that, without that phone call, honestly, we probably wouldn't have had much to go on at all.
So did she know these individuals beforehand, and what type of relationship?
They were,
did they all know?
They were social media acquaintances. They had never met face to face before any of this. They connected over social media, and that was the only interactions they had ever had together prior to this.
What type of interactions did they say that were they trying to coerce her? Or?
So there's some information that shows that there was some potential grooming that took place of her, and my understanding is that they all connected over K-pop, which is some music that they were all fans of, and that's how they first interacted with each other.
Are you able to share what social media medium?
It was Facebook, it was Snapchat, the two that we're aware of. There were others that we're not sure exactly what role they played in.
In situations like this, since she is 17 and she appears to have gone from her own volition, is that why there's not like a kidnapping charge? I guess I feel like some people think, oh, she like ended up in Ohio, she's underage.
Yeah, so there was some of her own volition to go, but at the same time it was extremely odd behavior for her. This is not anything that normal, this is not anything that's ever happened before. It was very out of character.
Was there any injuries or signs of harm?
Not that we're aware of, no.
Do you have any idea what charges Ashlyn is facing?
I don't. It's my understanding that they are determining that today. So, and that is being made by the Crawford County Prosecutor's Office in Ohio.
And as far as, the human trafficking charge goes, is there any knowledge of this being a widespread effort? Or are there more people involved that they have victimized in the same way?
The information we have is this was an isolated event. I'm not saying that it couldn't be other individuals involved, but as of right now, all of the information we have is saying that this was a one-time thing.
So do you know if these people had past Did they not have any past criminal history, whether trafficking or anything else?
There is a potential that there is some past criminal history there.
What type of criminal history?
I don't know that I can speak to that right now.
What's your message to parents? I mean, obviously this is a scary situation for any family, and it could happen to any family. Kind of what they could do to obviously have conversations with their kids on who to talk to and not talk
Right.
to.
Yeah, as a parents, like, we always worry about our kids and who they're talking to online, and it's in a day and age where there's a lot of social media activity, and you're talking to people you don't even know and you've never met. So you just have to use caution. If you're going to go meet somebody for the first time, go in a group, go to a public place. Try to use some common sense about what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Have extra people there so that if something goes wrong, you have other people to help you. Don't, meet them alone the first time, because you never know what's going to happen.
Will they be coming here and facing other charges as well?
So at this time, we have determined that all the charges are going to be filed in Ohio to kind of keep things clean.
Okay, so they will not be coming here.
Not at this time.
Okay.
If things are still a little fluid, if that changes, we'll let you know. But as of right now, everything is being filed in Ohio.
And we can say that charges are pending for acquaintance
Yes.
currently, and say that there could be additional charges for Crow as well? Or-
That's possible, yes.
Okay, then just, okay.
Do you know if whenever they reached her and were able to get her away from these people, if there was any kind of struggle or difficulty in getting her
So it's
away?
my understanding that they found her in Ashland's apartment. At that time, she was alone. Ashland was already in custody. So she was alone in the apartment when she was located.
Chief, is this your first time dealing with something like this in your department?
It is. I've only been chief for 2.5 years, so this is not something that happens very often.
How do you guys train for something like this?
I don't know that you can train for something like this. All you can do is build your resource pool, and that's what we did. We called in every resource we could, every partner we have, to work on this, and it's a missing kid. Granted, she's 17, but she's still a kid. So we reached out to everybody we possibly could. Everybody came in with the same goal in mind, is to find her and bring her back. And we all worked amazingly as a team to get that accomplished.
When you said that there is past criminal history, I mean, is it something serious that these people, because I think just to give context of how serious this could have been, because usually many times trafficking cases, you're not able to find the people.
Yeah.
So just if you're able to give any type of context to who these people were, if there was a past criminal history.
You
can
should
share?
look into Jonathan's history.
Okay.
You'll be able to find it.
I was trying to find it online, but it was, Ohio's not easy to.
User friendly. It's there.
Okay.